Welcome back, everyone. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. As always, I want to begin with a quick but important. This video is intended strictly for educational and informational purposes. Nothing in this video should ever be construed as financial advice. Cryptocurrency is inherently volatile and can carry significant financial risks. That means you should never invest money you cannot afford to lose. It's absolutely essential that you do your own research, formulate your own convictions, and, if necessary, consult with a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decisions. I am simply here to present information, ideas, and insights that I've gathered to help you navigate the ever-evolving landscape of blockchain and crypto innovation. Now, let's talk about something that really sets itself apart from the noise, ZBCN. But ZBCN is a completely different breed. It's not chasing hype, it's not trying to ride trends, it's trying to set them. ZBCN is building something with tangible, real-world impact, a stablecoin-powered, real-time payroll infrastructure that could change the very way people receive their earnings. That's not just innovative, it's revolutionary. Think about that for a moment. Payroll, one of the most foundational, essential aspects of daily economic life. It's something that affects every worker, every employee, and every business on the planet. And yet, it's still operating on outdated systems. You put in a week or two of work, and then you wait, sometimes days, sometimes longer, just to receive the money you've already earned. This is a problem that's been normalized for decades. But it doesn't make sense anymore in a world where technology can move money at the speed of light. ZBCN is asking a powerful, paradigm-shifting question. Why are we still waiting to be paid for work we've already completed? And more importantly, they're offering a concrete solution. With ZBCN's blockchain infrastructure, employees can be compensated in real time. Work 1 hour, get paid for that hour instantly. That is the future of payroll. And we're not talking about a small-scale pilot or a proof of concept limited to a handful of startups. ZBCN is already working on integrations with massive enterprise platforms. One major example is the partnership in progress with a Sears human capital management platform, which services over 4 million users across the United States. Think about that for a second. 4 million potential users who could soon be receiving real-time payments through a blockchain-powered payroll system. This isn't speculation anymore. This is real-world adoption. This is mass-scale, practical blockchain implementation. And that is where ZBCN truly separates itself from the rest of the market. It's rare to see a crypto project that not only identifies a massive market inefficiency, but also builds the tools to solve it at scale. Most projects don't even come close. They talk about decentralized finance or smart contracts in abstract terms without tying their vision to an everyday problem that real people face. ZBCN, on the other hand, goes straight to the heart of the issue. Payroll touches everyone. Whether you're a contractor, hourly worker, salaried employee, or freelancer, you've dealt with delays in getting your money. It's something we've all silently accepted as just how the system works. But when you stop to think about it, the system holding on to your earned wages for 2 weeks or even longer is not only outdated, it's inefficient and unjust. ZBCN is here to fix that, and in doing so, it could redefine the relationship between labor and compensation. What continues to impress me most about ZBCN is that they're not just making promises. They're delivering. They're forming real, meaningful partnerships. They're integrating with platforms that already serve millions. They're not waiting for the industry to catch up. They're leading the charge. Every week, every month, we're seeing more announcements, more integrations, more movement. And these aren't speculative press releases. These are strategic steps toward a clear, scalable vision. ZBCN doesn't wait for opportunities. They create them. They knock on doors, sign deals, and build credibility in a space where trust is everything. That's the kind of leadership that defines the next generation of successful crypto projects. Why isn't it being pushed on the top-tier exchanges? These exchanges are gatekeepers. They have their own priorities, their own rules, and yes, their own demands. They want liquidity, they want listing fees, and they want traffic. That's just how the business works. But here's the kicker. ZBCN doesn't actually need them the way other projects do. If this were a meme coin or a speculative token with no real-world use, then sure, a major exchange listing would be make or break. But ZBCN isn't trying to ride a hype wave. It's building a financial infrastructure. It's laying down the rails that future money will move on. In that sense, it's the exchanges that will eventually need ZBCN, not the other way around. Eventually, the success and adoption of ZBCN will become undeniable. These platforms will want a piece of the action because the user base will demand it. The value will be so self-evident that it won't be a matter of if ZBCN gets listed, it'll be a matter of when. And when that happens, the exposure won't just boost the token, it will catapult it into a new tier of visibility and legitimacy. But remember, exchange listings are momentary. They provide short-term momentum, short-term liquidity, and yes, a marketing pop. But real adoption? That's permanent. That's what builds long-term value. That's what ZBCN is focused on. When millions of employees are getting paid through ZBCN infrastructure, the need for speculation evaporates. The use case becomes the value. This is the kind of project where every new user, every new believer, every new integration contributes to exponential network growth. It's like watching a colony of ants. One ant doesn't make a difference. 10 ants? Maybe. But thousands? They move mountains. ZBCN is building a decentralized, real-world infrastructure, one partnership at a time, and that momentum becomes unstoppable when the vision is so easy to understand and so clearly needed. It's ranked 152 out of over 9,400 cryptocurrencies. That's already a huge achievement, especially when you consider how many projects never even crack the top 1,000. Its market cap is hovering around $380 million, with a daily trading volume of about $15 million. Yes, that volume has dipped slightly over recent weeks, but that's not a red flag. It's a pause. Strong projects go through quiet phases. It's not a crash, it's the calm before the storm. This is the stage where foundations are being reinforced. Teams are heads down building, and then, out of nowhere, it happens. The breakout. It's happened to almost every major project in the space. Cardano, Solana, Polygon, they all went through extended periods of underappreciation before their value was recognized by the broader market. ZBCN is currently in that accumulation phase, and the trajectory is clear. For every person who sells out or walks away, 10 more are lining up to join. That's the power of a project with real utility. It's not about hype, it's about belief in the vision. That's why short-term noise doesn't bother me. Volatility is part of the game. What matters is the direction, the roadmap, and the results. Are you holding on to dead coins? Tokens that were fun while they lasted but have no roadmap, no utility, no future? Or are you investing in projects that are actually solving problems? ZBCN is a solution coin. It's a coin that delivers value by addressing one of the biggest inefficiencies in the labor economy. That's not a temporary trend. That's a generational opportunity. Sure, it's fun to ride meme coins. We've all seen 5x, 10x, or even 50x returns on the right trade at the right time. But the serious wealth, the life-changing kind, comes from holding real projects through the building phases, through the noise, and into the breakout. And don't forget, the macro environment is beginning to align. With the Federal Reserve signaling rate cuts, we're likely to see increased liquidity flowing into the markets. Lower interest rates mean higher risk tolerance. More risk tolerance means more capital moving into innovative sectors, like blockchain. ZBCN stands at the intersection of macro trends and micro innovation. It's perfectly positioned to benefit from increased investment. Drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on ZBCN, or if you have questions about where it's headed. I read every single one. Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss a future update. I've got more deep dives, updates, and market insights coming your way. Share this video with someone who's serious about crypto and looking for real-world utility in their portfolio.